Hi, hi,
Awesome.
hi. Hello, everyone. It's good to be here today. It's good to be here this evening. Welcome to another edition of the Highly Paid Coach series with my humble self, or your humble self,
Hi, hi, hi.
Coach Temi Ajibewa. Okay, I'm happy to have you
Awesome.
here. Thank you so much for being a part of this live stream every now and then. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. And today I have an amazing guest, someone I have a very, very special relationship with. So I'm privileged to be her coach, and she's privileged to be my coach. So we are coaching each other. So pretty much, Tope Aghomatse is a YouTube expert. She's fantastic at what she does. I dare say that she has more passion for what she does than I do. And I say this because Talkman wants to open your head and put everything YouTube inside, not minding that what she put in your head, you need like 1 year to assimilate it. But no, 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 no. Once you are around her, she wants to pour everything. So I think that's the difference. Because me, I want to give you in bits and pieces. Like just do this one first, do it very well first. Then the next one, but talk about wants to put everything in your head at once. And I'm so happy to be doing this with her. Like I'm really, really excited. So she's been helping me a lot with my YouTube journey, so meticulous, so knowledgeable. Like our expertise level is high up there, with what she does. And today I'm really happy to have her here. And in a second, she'll come in here, introduce herself to you briefly, the way she wants to do it. To me, she's the best YouTube expert you can find. Her videos on YouTube are amazing, right? And so today I want to just share with you. I want her to share with you how to build a highly successful YouTube channel from scratch. Like even if you're a newbie, when I began, I was everywhere. But Stockby came in and she molded me, she coached me into having what I have today. And I have to say that even though I began YouTube, stuff for like 4 or 5 years now. Let me say 5 years categorically, 5 years now. It was when I began to have when I got to talk about as my coach that I became a lot more profitable, to the extent that YouTube now gave my very first check, after all these years. And I'm really grateful for her contribution to that. So let's have, in a nutshell, Tope Aghomatse. Please, right on. Let's meet you very briefly.
Thank you so much, Coach Temi. Now I'm even scared. I'm like, who is she introducing? Oh my God. Thank you so much for the platform. Thank you for bringing me here. I do not take this for granted at all. And hello, coaches, thought leaders in the room. I'm happy to be here. Like she has said, okay, my name first is Tope Aghomatse, Ijebu woman married to a Delta man. You get it. And I'm a YouTube coach, consultant, and basically my passion, my mission is to help thought leaders, coaches, entrepreneurs, business-minded content creators multiply their visibility, influence, income, and impact with YouTube. Period. And tonight, I just want to share with you what the journey actually should look like. So, if you came to me and asked me, Talk, I really want to do this YouTube thing, what do you advise? Where do I start? How do I continue? How does this thing end? This is what I'm going to be sharing with you. And so quickly, I'm going to be sharing my slides. It's going to be a real fast one, but I believe it's going to blow your mind. Most people that have worked with me, I've always wondered, Like, why is there so much to it? Is it not just social media? Is it not like Instagram? Is it not like Facebook? Absolutely no. And tonight I'll just give you a peek into what your growth opportunities on YouTube actually look like if you were to start from scratch, step 1 to step 1 million, right? So let's rock and roll, right? Now, the title again is How to Build a Highly Successful YouTube Channel. Now, the journey really is like this, right? You want to get visibility. You start doing stuff on YouTube. People are beginning to know you, reckon with your name, and all of that. Next is influence, right? And then I think for everyone in the room, this is one very emotional one for us because we feel like we are so gifted with whatever solutions God has helped us formulate for the world, and then somehow we just don't know how to put it in the hands of people. So when we hear influence, like everybody's antenna goes up. I can relate, right? And after influence, then you begin to make money, right? Because now people can, people trust you. You've built your credibility. You've built your authority status. You've spread your net across the entire world. You've planted your flag in different places virtually. And so people can start saying, you know what, this person has helped me so much. I want to go deeper with him or her. And they begin to exchange money with you, right? And after that, what happens? Because you need money for the mission, you are able to put money back into your business and literally blow it up. And that's where we're talking about impact. So really, this is the summary of your YouTube journey, and honestly, should be the summary of your entire business journey, really, even your life's journey, your purpose, right? But I'll just bring this down to YouTube for tonight. Now, I'll break this into two phases, okay? So we've done visibility, influence, income, and impact. I'm going to split this into two phases because every journey starts with a step, right? So I would say the phase one of your journey is the mastery phase. This is where you are, creating your channel, trying to understand what's going on YouTube. How do I use the platform? How can I, show up, really attract my tribe? How can I grow? All of the basics, right? Understanding and mastering the system, gaining momentum, right? And of course, build trust and credibility. And in addition to that, finding your voice and planting your flag as an authority in your niche. There's something so powerful about YouTube, and it's the fact that it multiplies your authority status real quick compared to your peers that are not on the YouTube platform, who are, doing blogs, Instagram here and there, really doing a lot of hard work. I would not undermine what they are doing, because you are out there with videos. You gain trust quicker, you get influence quicker, right? And so yes, this is the phase that I call the mastery phase, and this is what happens here, right? The end goal here is visibility and influence, right? And then we now move it up a notch higher to the domination phase. This is where you are playing big. You are playing, having in mind that, look, I'm not here to count bridges on YouTube, right? So I call this the domination phase. And here you're shifting gears to achieve more, right? You've mastered the system. You know how to shoot your videos. You know how to get video ideas. All that basics. Yeah, how to, let your videos literally get views on autopilot. All that is in the mastery phase. But now that you've gained momentum, shifting gears is what we do in the domination phase, right? Now, I like to use this word, beast mode strategies. Yes. So having laid the foundations, now you're leveling up, doing some extras on the platform. That's what happens when you have reached a certain level of momentum. And then now you're starting to think of creating multiple streams of income, making YouTube work for you, definitely. And expanding your business with YouTube, scaling your channel into a full-time business. Now, I'm not saying close up shop and move to YouTube. What I'm saying is YouTube will be so big in your business system that it can stand alone as a subsidiary, making money for you and maintaining itself. So that's what I mean by full-time business. Okay. And for those that are thinking, I could do this full-time, absolutely. Yeah, people make full-time income on YouTube. So the end goal here, of course, multiply your impact. You need money for the mission. When you can make more money, you can do more, right? You can hire team members, you can hire a VA, PA, editor, and all that. So multiply your impact. And then the end goal here is what? Income and impact. Now, I'm going to rush through the rest of the slides because I've literally shared everything, right? But just a little level deeper in the phase, I want to just share with you for the mastery phase of your journey, the 4 Ds of building a highly successful YouTube channel. Okay. Now, these 4 Ds are: number one, define, okay, getting your foundations right, design, creating an attractive channel for your ideal audience, right? The third D is deploy. Now you've fabricated the whole thing. It's time to like just push it out there to the world, hit the ground running basically. And the last D is develop, build, grow your channel, right? Now, define, like I said, is strictly about the foundations. Here are the critical questions you should be asking yourself at this stage. Like, number one, what are my goals for my YouTube channel? Number two, you're asking yourself, who will be your target audience? You're asking yourself, what is your promise to your audience? Like, what problem really are you planning to solve for your audience, right? And number four, what outcomes should your channel provide for your audience? All these should be at the back of your mind going into YouTube, right? And also, you are looking at your top competitors. A lot of people don't even think of this. You have people who already have your audience. And so in this foundation stage is where you mark them down, like literally put their names on not a blacklist because they're your friends, right? But like literally just have your eye on them, study what is working for them, study what you can improve upon. And then next, you are saying, you know what, this would be my differentiation strategy, right? This is how I intend to stand out. Next, you are thinking, okay, what content format would help you deliver based on what you decided to show up with, on the platform? What content format works best for your kind of channel? You could have 3 channels from 3 people in the same niche, yeah, but doing extremely different kinds of content. Why? Because of their goals, their audiences, and so this absolutely is something you should also decide at the foundations level, and then deciding what's the content schedule that would work best for your channel. Now, this goes into the foundation, yeah, and setting your milestones. Why not tell yourself in 12 months, this is what I need to achieve in 5 months? So, what would winning on YouTube be like? Now, the next D is design, okay? Having done all the planning and, the blueprint, now you want to swing into action and really create that badass channel, okay? Crafting your channel name, that's an intentional thing. A lot of people don't give thought to their channel names. Okay, right? Crafting an effective name for your channel, creating the perfect theme. By theme, I mean the look and the feel of your channel in such a way that you are able to attract, and resonate with your ideal. Sometimes you just get into some people's channels and you just feel like you can't explain it. You just feel somehow in that channel. What there's a lot of intentionality in everything you're experiencing on the channel. So that's what I mean by creating the perfect thing. Yeah, what would bring your audience in, right? And then of course the entire actual process of creating your channel, there are some technicalities, about it. You understanding exactly how to even do that, right? These are, like I said, growth opportunities for you, things you should be looking at and saying, you know what, if I'm going to get into YouTube, I'm going to follow this step by step, right? And of course, ensuring your channel is fully optimized. Next, setting up your workstation and all of that, these things. And finally, creating the face of your channel. If it's going to be your face as a thought leader, if it's going to be an avatar, whatever it is, creating the personality that carries the channel is one thing you also have to give a lot of thoughts. Now, next, you're looking at deploy, hitting the ground running. Hey, you can only launch your channel once. Well, you can relaunch if you didn't launch before, but you get what I mean. Like, you can only do a housewarming once, if you get what I mean. So doing it right is extremely important. The things you need to do, like creating a channel trailer, designing a launch plan and following through, right? And then of course the real thing, launching the right way and getting your first few subscribers. These, apart from the fact that it just makes your channel look nice, like it doesn't look like you just started, it's also a boost for you. It's a confidence booster for you that, hey, I just started yesterday and whoa, I have 200 subscribers, I'm killing it, right? It's a confidence boost you need for the journey, right? And so this leads to the fourth stage, which is develop. Now this is the mighty phase. This is where you go into the engine room and begin to do everything you need to do to grow your channel. So here we're looking at content creation, finding video ideas, learning from what your top competitors are doing, benchmarking if you have to, creating videos for your channel in such a way that you are sure you're going to get views. A lot of videos are on YouTube, they're not getting views, right? They're not getting subscribers. So the way to create videos for YouTube to ensure you get views and subscribers is something you definitely are going to have to pay a lot of attention to, because hey, what's the point if you're not getting views and subscribers, right? Then next you're looking at, okay, what do I do before I shoot, right? What are the things that go into the shoot? When I'm shooting my videos, what are the elements that go in and out? After shooting, what next, right? The step by step are the things you need to also think of learning as you get into the journey, right? And then crafting compelling titles, those things, uploading the right way. These are no ordinary procedures. People can do it ordinarily, but they are not
Please,
ordinary procedures.
please stop
Now,
saying you know these things. We don't know these things,
maybe I'm
okay?
assuming too much. I
Please don't
apologize.
assume we know them.
I'm
All right.
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so these are the content creation uh steps, right? And they are very critical. And then how to get your videos suggested or recommended by YouTube. I'm sure you wonder, just the way I was wondering in 2016 when I started my first YouTube channel. I was like, why do I type something in YouTube and these videos are the first videos to come up? Like, what did these videos do to guarantee them this first position? And then that's what we call ranking on YouTube. That's what we call ranking. You need to know how to beat that ranking game. Yeah, that is really where the sweet spot is, because again, YouTube is a search engine, and where you are able to match your content with people coming into YouTube with questions, you are awesome, right? So learning how to get your videos suggested and recommended by YouTube, like you're killing it, right? If you're able to learn this. Now, this finally in the content creation step, you're also asking yourself, yeah, I already said that, how to show on the front page of YouTube, how to get views and subscribers on autopilot, critical, right? And how to review your videos, how they're performing, what to change, what to remove, and all of that. And then this is the last slide for the mastery phase. And yeah, you're talking about content marketing. Definitely, the mistake a lot of people make on YouTube is they post and pray. They post, keep their fingers crossed, and pray that viewers come from the blues, right? But hey, you have to understand how content marketing would help you blow up your YouTube channel. Okay, so this is also something you have to plan to learn, right, as you get into the journey. So under content marketing, yeah, social media definitely amongst a lot of other tools that you can use. Then understanding how the YouTube system works, all the algorithm at the back end, so confusing and all of that. These are gold mines. Yeah, and then being able to understand how they work to double up your speed is absolutely critical. How this analysis can help you grow faster is something you need to consider. And definitely after doing so much on your channel, you want to be sure that you don't wake up one morning and your channel is gone. YouTube is rented land, okay? In as much as this is extremely valuable for businesses, you can lose your channel overnight if you don't know how to protect your channel, okay? So there are so many guidelines in the YouTube system that you need to be familiar with and know how to play around them. So this is definitely an important step for you as well, keeping your channel safe. Now, to the domination phase. So that mastery phase, like I said, is where you get into the works, build momentum, start figuring yourself out, looking at your, getting better with your recording, getting better with everything. And so having done all of that, gaining momentum, you're now saying, you know what, I want to shift gears. I want to move this thing a notch higher. Like I really want to go ballistic on YouTube. This is when we are talking about domination, right? And here we are looking at a framework called the GMS framework. The G stands for Go Pro. So you've been learning. Now you have learned YouTube. Now it's time to like really seriously go pro on the platform, right? So, and then the M stands for monetization. Who doesn't like to make money? If you don't like to make money, I think you shouldn't be on this call, right? And then finally, the S, scaling your business, scaling your channel itself, scaling everything, right? So this is the GMS framework in the domination phase. And I just want to run you quickly in 5 minutes maximum, I'm done, right? Now, the GoPro stage basically is about the advanced strategies. What are the things that those big channels are doing? What are those big moves they are making on the platform that is like literally blowing up their channel, right? And for most of these strategies, you really don't have to bother about them at the beginning. That's why they are in the domination phase. But it's okay to learn them now so that you can plan that, oh, my journey is this long, right? And so these things you use them at the amateur level as well. But the thing is, most people don't understand how to even use them. So the hashtags, the viral video, how to create viral videos, how to get views from trending videos, how to even trend, how to use playlists. I know you use playlists, probably. Okay, she said I should stop assuming you know. Maybe some of you use playlists. Just add something together and you say you made a playlist. Hello? There's a big science behind using playlists. And so these are advanced strategies you're going to be looking at in the domination phase of your journey. Advanced channel setups, advanced optimization of your channel. All these things rest on you having content on ground. So that's why, again, they're in the advanced stage. And algorithm hacks. Who doesn't like to hack the algorithm? I do. I love it, right? So these algorithm hacks help you grow faster on the platform as well. Understanding what YouTube really wants. There's this love relationship between YouTube and yourself. If you know how to love YouTube, YouTube can love you back by like letting your video go viral, recommending your video. You know those things. No, you don't. Okay, maybe you do. Whatever, right? So algorithm hacks here is to help you like take a deep dive into the back end of YouTube and be able to take data-driven decisions based on what you see in your channel, right? And I just said that. So next is monetize. We have just one more step and I'm out of here. Coach Emi is here to chase me.
No,
We
I'm
have
not.
the monetization. We have the monetization phase, everybody's favorite phase, right? And here, basically, it's all about the business of YouTube. Again, I said people make full-time incomes on YouTube. So someone like a Coach Temi might not want to relocate from all her businesses to YouTube and say, I'm now a full-time YouTuber. But YouTube can absolutely be a giant subsidiary in her business network. So again, the mindset, that's how you think about it. Right now, here we're looking at how to create multiple streams of passive income from YouTube. People are killing it in this area, trust me. And then here we're looking at how to set up your channel to facilitate your chosen income stream. So there are probably up to 10 different ways to make money from YouTube. Trust me, it's not just YouTube ads, right? And based on the one that you prefer, there's a certain way to do your content that favors that income stream. There's a way to show up to, attract income in whichever stream you choose. And so you need to learn that, right? So if you're copying somebody, you don't know his income strategy, you might be shooting yourself in the foot, right?
Yeah.
Next, you're looking at, of course, I just said that content strategies that will facilitate how you have chosen to make your own money on YouTube, right? And then next, of course, there are so many mistakes you could be making in this stage. And then you need to like keep your eyes wide open, microscope glasses and everything to avoid those mistakes, right? Then the mindset, okay? Again, you can copy the exact businesses Dangote is doing. Like Dangote is making sugar. I think I should start making sugar tomorrow. But if you don't have the kind of mindset that Dangote has, you are very unlikely to get the same kind of results. So a lot of people don't like to look for mindsets, things to how to develop themselves in the area of their mindset. But if you are in the domination phase, you better be thinking like someone that is really doing this thing like really seriously. So we're going to be looking at mindset as well to create a high impact and high profit YouTube channel, and then protecting your channel as well at this level. Now, finally, okay, scaling. Boom. boom, boom, boom. Yeah, like you have finished arriving. You have taken over the business from YouTube owners. Like this is where you like, just get into auto cruise. And so here we're looking at YouTube domination strategies, like, okay, long-term growth strategies, basically, live streaming. You can live stream at 100 subscribers, okay? But there's how to live stream on YouTube. There's what to use live streaming for, right?
Mm.
Um, you know, YouTube premieres, leveraging YouTube premieres, starting your signature show. Who doesn't like to be the host of XYZ show? Like,
Mm.
doesn't that sound cool?
Someone was
Starting your
asking
signature.
me today. Someone was asking today while we're having the launch your coaching business workshop. He was
Okay,
saying that have I considered having my own show? That
you
I
don't
have
have
a
a choice.
great personality. I was
You
like,
don't even have
oh,
a choice.
come in. I'm
I'm on your case. You don't have a choice. So starting your signature show, what goes into it, right? And even for the signature show, there's how to conceptualize it, there's how to systemize it, there's also how to scale the show itself, and then of course, if it's going to be video podcasting, how do you go about it? Yeah. So these are I call them YouTube domination strategy. Like when you're ready to take over, these are the kind of things you do, right? And finally, creating a solid brand, guys, and growing an unshakable fan base. So this brings me to the end of this presentation. I hope I've been able to inspire you on this YouTube journey. If you're ever considering it, this is like a growth path for you. So let me know if I have convinced or confused you.
Wow, this is a lot. Thank you so much. So I'd like
Thank
you
you,
to
coach.
please go back to the very first slide that
Okay.
you ran with us.
This?
So I think all you've done right now is to take us through the VIII framework, if I'm
Okay.
clear. So you taught us
Yes.
that the first thing we need to do is to be visible, right?
Yes.
And then
Yes.
followed by us influencing people with our content and so on. And then
Yes.
we can move into income. That is, it's the monetization aspect. Like I think where you now dominate or where you make money, then you
Yes.
now move into impact. Okay.
Absolutely.
So this makes a lot of sense to me. Go to the next slide, please. I think I have, I want to just make something very clear. So you have divided the journey into two phases, right?
Yes.
So if I'm correct now, you're saying that the first thing we need to do is to first of all master YouTube
Absolutely.
before we can say we are
Absolutely.
dominating it. So to
Absolutely.
master the YouTube, I want you to give us three, four things that we need to do. Like, what are the steps we need to take? So, step one, we need to create a YouTube channel, right? And then
Okay.
step two, we need to do what? Step three, do what? Step four, do what?
So step
Okay.
one, step one again, the 4 Ds, define. Go
Okay.
into the entire clarification, all the clarification areas, as far as your channel is concerned, your target, your mission, your vision, whatever the outcome you desire for your audience, how you intend to position yourself, who the competitors you want to beat are, how you want to stand out from your competitors, your content
Okay.
format, content
Do you
schedule,
have
and
a
all of
slide
that.
representing all you're saying right now?
Yes, the 4 Ds. So I have the
Okay,
define, design, deploy,
yes.
develop. This is the define slide. This is
No,
the
no,
first step.
move it to the whole thing. Okay,
Yes.
so this is your framework, right?
Yes, for
So
the
you're
mastery.
saying that for us to start, for us to master YouTube, we first must define what we want, right? So getting
Yes.
our conditions right and all of that, fantastic. And then the next thing we have to now do is to design our what now? Our YouTube channel or what?
Yes. Yes.
By
Design the channel.
creating an attractive channel for our audience, right?
Yes.
Then we
Yes.
deploy, which is when we now launch. I heard this is that you can only launch once. Someone like me,
Yes.
I don't think I
You've
even launched
launched
the first
multiple.
time. At least I've launched like three, four times now, trying to just come back and come back and come back. But I'm happy that at least gradually I'm getting it. And then next,
Absolutely.
I deploy, I build the whole thing from the scratch. So I want you to please, if you can, express more on this developing this. So let's say somebody here has gotten their basics right. Someone like me, for example, and I've launched and everything. So this building, what are the things I need to pay attention to be able to build powerfully?
Absolutely. Thank you for that question, coach. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, this is the heaviest part of the mastery phase. Okay. It's where
Mm,
you constantly work the engine. You're working the engine. It doesn't stop running, right? And so this is the slide you're talking about. And it has primarily it's around your content, it's around how you show up on YouTube, how starting from what even your videos are about, right? Are they important enough to go viral? Like, where are you getting your video ideas from? And when I started my YouTube channel in 2016, one thing I didn't know was people could research video ideas. I just crafted fancy ideas in my brain, like it has to sound really funky, like dump your
mm,
upline, that kind of thing. And I felt if it sounded fancy, it would work. But I
mm.
didn't think that YouTube was a search engine and it needed me showing up like someone that had answers to questions. And so
Wow.
this brings to light the importance of actually searching what are people typing into the search engines. Okay, that's what you're looking for, and that's what informs your video ideas.
Mm,
Okay, and then you're because now everybody that is starting is always thinking, I'm late, I'm too late to the party, there's so many big channels that have all the subscribers in the world, nobody's going to watch my content. So it's key to now see, okay, who even has your audience? Why did they get that much visibility and influence in the first place? What are they doing that is working for them? What can you borrow? What can you tweak? Because again, you should not show up on YouTube and be a copy, a complete copy. Borrow what's working from those channels and sit down and say, you know what? I need to be different. Let me mix this into my own channel. Let me mix this into my channel, And so you need to understand who your competitors are. I have this software I use. So you can't even know your competitors by face value. Like, oh, I think this is the channel. No, you don't. You don't know who your competitors are. Trust me,
mm,
when you use the software, you will be shocked. The channels that will come up, you'll be like, where have I been? So there are softwares we use to do all these things, and then being able to know how to beat those top competitors, or at least you know enjoy from the flow of traffic on their channels is critical, right? And then so there's this system, okay, that you need to work, get into anytime you want to shoot a video for YouTube. Like, if I was going to teach you this one, things to do before, during, and after you shoot, I would take nothing less than 8 hours to finish
mm,
telling you what to do with this one line. It is where you work the system. Okay. Before you start to shoot, what should you do? During your shoot, what goes into it? After the shoot, what do you do? Right? It's a very and so if I would say this is a winner for you if you can master. See, this one line, if you can master this one line, like you've literally mastered this entire content creation thing, because that's what is in this line that I wrote here. So I
mm,
think that's the part you should like really strive to like get understand. Hire a
mm,
coach, buy a course or something. If you don't know it, you don't know it. You cannot guess it. Forget it. I'm very smart. I have plenty common sense, but I struggled on YouTube for 4 good years. It was not going to work. And
wow.
to even think I had clients, I had clients that were paying me to manage their channels. I was feeling cool, but
Mm,
it was pure common sense. And let me not even start. If you
mm,
don't know it, you
don't
don't
know.
you can't Google it. It's not
Mm,
possible. So
wow.
hire a coach, get a course. If you don't know this part, your videos just won't work. You will shoot videos, you will wear makeup, you will light videographer, whatever. They just won't work. Okay. So yeah, everything else that comes after it is still summed up into this one line. Things to do before, during, and after you shoot. That you really need
All
to
right.
master that.
All right. So thank you so
Then
much. What happened? You were giving us the okay.
I was just trying to say that there's this small younger brothers of the content creation
Okay.
subtopic under the developer as well. Your content marketing, you have to do it. Sorry. Okay. If your channel had 2 million subscribers, maybe you can post and not do anything. Maybe because you will get 300,000 views in 2 days anyway. But if you're just starting, hello, you are going to
Mm,
market. And
mm.
the importance of this is you need to send the right signals to YouTube. YouTube is looking at your content and your content is looking at YouTube. YouTube is like, is this content useful? How they know is by the initial engagement you are able to bring to that content. Drag your
Wow.
grandfather, drag your children, drag your cousin, let them watch, comment, whatever. Like let the videos pick up. And you should be like, okay, I think this is a good content. Let's show this to 2,000 people. And then 2,000 people enjoy it. Okay, let's give it to 10,000. That's how
Wow.
people go viral. But if you don't do your part to market at the beginning, it's not going to happen. And then,
Okay.
of course,
So,
yeah.
so now that you've mentioned this part now, I want you to do just two things for us. Number one is, can you highlight the common mistakes that you see a lot of new YouTubers who are coaches? Because we here we are coaches. So maybe like three, four, five mistakes you see us make that you can help us cure right now. Like tell us to stop it immediately. And guys, if you have questions, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and ask your questions in the comments. Okay? So please share with us 3 to 5 common mistakes you see new coaches make on YouTube.
Okay, number one, some of them are not specific to coaches, but yeah, coaches also should not fall into those mistakes. Number one would be, again, thinking it's business as usual on YouTube. The mistake we make is, so the way Instagram works, we do our thing basically, and people that engage with our content are people that love us, our secondary school friends, our colleagues, the way this thing, church members. But on YouTube, is every man for himself. And so when you're coming into YouTube, the initial, I think the main problem is even the mindset. We come in with the wrong mindset, and then so when it doesn't work, we quit. YouTube, you have to like show up with a lot more intentionality on YouTube, because people on YouTube don't care. They care nothing about you. They don't. So I think for people that come that already have established brands on other pages, Instagram and all that, they come with that they know me. They come with that they know me vibe. Except you brought them from Instagram. Oh. We don't know you on YouTube. I mean, my small channel, my new channel, yeah, is 700 and something subscribers now. A third of my traffic is from the US. Complete strangers, right? And if I'm coming with the mindset that they're my church members, they're my neighbors, I'm going to be messing things up. They don't know Jack. And so starting with that mindset from scratch, like, look, you've got to come here to impress, buy their trust, buy their interest, like show up like, man, I'm not messing around here. You guys just have to love me by force. And so you will come to Facebook and do your live and say, this is our country. God help us in this country. Our president, my dog died. In fact,
Who
I'm
knows
not
your
feeling
country?
seriously. So on YouTube, all that is fluff. You are coming to YouTube like you're applying for a job interview. We don't care where you are coming from on Instagram. So I think that's usually where the first problem starts for people that think they already have some following on other platforms. When they come to YouTube, they're just like, why is this not working? Okay. And then secondly, again, is we have our courses, we have our knowledge base that we are coming with. Yeah, we are coaches, remember? So we have our courses, we have the things we want to teach. So we are coming, hey, I'm coming to teach this. And if you didn't know, we don't care what you know on YouTube. We don't care. How you show up and get attention on YouTube is to answer the question that people are typing on YouTube. If you are not answering questions, you're going to be lost in oblivion. We don't care what you know. We don't care what's in your curriculum. If your curriculum does not apply to what people are typing in YouTube search, maybe you should not even start the channel. Nobody's going to be interested in your content. So you have to research. Yes, validating your niche. They might have told you that your niche is solid out there, solid, it's okay. Hopefully, if it is solid out there, it should be solid on YouTube too. Because yeah, we all look for quick quick tips on YouTube every now and then. But
Mm.
you still have to come to YouTube to validate how solid your niche is for YouTube.
Mm.
What's the search volume? How many people are typing in how to, maybe a marriage coach, how to be good in marriage or something? I don't know. How many people are
Mm.
typing in those questions? The search traffic is what will give you the confidence, the chest to say, you know what, I'll finish them in this YouTube, because you are
Awesome.
sure that there's demand. So
Mm.
again, it's not about your curriculum, your syllabus, your course outline. It's about just showing us again. Another mistake we make is everybody thinks you have to come and teach on YouTube. You
Oh, okay.
don't. You don't. There's this channel. It's Say Yes to the Dress. It's a bridal channel. They I don't know if Coach Temi has seen it. Some people may have
Yes.
seen it. They come
Yes.
and test their dresses, and when they find the perfect dress, they start crying. Oh my God, I feel like a bride. That company is a bridal consultancy company. Like, they
Wow.
sit you down and say, look, your wedding gown, this is the wedding gown. You're going to outsource it here. They probably plan weddings. They don't come
Mm.
to YouTube and teach how to organize your wedding in the US. The right
Whoa.
material for wedding gown. They
Mm.
don't. They just give us valuable, entertaining content. And what happens? They're able to attract people because we all want to show up on a channel that has 3 million subscribers.
Yep.
Everybody's going there now to go and buy dress, because if you step in there, camera is recording you straight. You're on their show. You
Wow.
don't have a choice. So
Wow.
instantly, everything in that company is premium. Why?
Mm.
Because they are showing us people testing dresses and crying, and mother-in-law fighting the bride in the dressing room.
Mm.
What? So again, you don't have to come to YouTube to teach us. You don't. Can you like be the coach that is giving us entertainment content on YouTube? Can't be teaching in
Honestly,
your
I
course.
wish I could do.
You don't have to teach us. It could be documentaries that you're doing on your channel, whereas you're teaching your one-on-one clients offline.
Mm.
Whatever it is, again, it boils down to what you want to achieve. Again, the very first thing, why are you coming to YouTube? What role is YouTube coming to play in your business?
Mm.
Okay, if your YouTube is for awareness, by all means, do things that make people know you more, spread your content, whatever. If you're coming to YouTube to get speaking engagement, you cannot be doing documentary. We want to see you on your videos. We want to hear you speak. We want to see how knowledgeable you are.
Mm.
Because if you want us to hire you to speak in our events, we have to be able to weigh you first, that you carry weight. So that kind of channel, you don't have a choice. You need to do talking head videos, show up and teach and admonish, share valuable content in your videos. Let's see your face, hear your voice, be used to your personality. So again, your goal, what you want to achieve. So another bridal agency can come and be teaching how to find the right fabric for the sensitivity of your skin, how to find the right cut for your unique shape. That's another bridal agency content.
Mm.
But hey, so that's another thing. The assumption that everybody has to teach. If you
Mm.
ask me, I think teaching is even boring. If I can do comedy to grow faster, I really don't mind. But I think
Mm.
my own specific niche, teaching is what is going to cut it for me. But you don't have to
Mm.
come and teach. Okay? You don't.
Our
Um,
clients. Our
I've
clients.
mentioned only two. You asked for five. I don't think I have time.
Yes, I'm
I'm over.
enjoying class actually. So if you can still pull one more, that's fantastic. If not, but I think this one that you have said is actually a huge one for me. And I would really love for us, at least you and I, to explore the options of me not most teaching, because I'm really a fun loving person. And if you can help me to express my fun lovingness, I would
For
love
instance,
it.
for instance, someone like you, it's just that it could be, again, if you have the budget, there's some level of content that the only reason you can't pull them off is because you don't have the budget, you don't have the team, right? Always have at the back of your mind what you watch on DSTV. I don't know. I'm not a TV person. I'm trying to look for some programs I watch on TV, like Overhauling, You've Been Warned,
Kim
Demolition Theater.
Kardashian.
Like, think of a TV show that So for instance, like a coach Temi, she can just be, so there's somebody that, okay, there's somebody that is into security, self-awareness, self-protection. That's his zone. All he does is just reaction videos. He gets viral clips of somebody that robbed somebody and he brings it to his channel and analyzes where the arm robber had an edge, where the person that they robbed could have been able to tackle the person and fall him down. How
Mm.
if he had looked back 1 minute before the person came
I've
close, he
been
would not
able
have been
to
robbed.
catch it. I get
And
you.
so
I get
it's
you.
just bringing in third party content. And so we are seeing, wow, this person is really intelligent. But it's not really saying the topic of today is how to protect yourself from robbers in the Ikorodu Road. No, he's not doing that.
I get you.
So again,
Yeah.
a lot of thinking will go into this. You would tweak your content over and over and over the first probably first 5 years. That's the
Mm.
truth. You will get to a point you are not feeling some kind of content, and then based on your analytics, some things open up to you again because YouTube is able to gather your top performing videos, and if you can see a thread in your top performing videos, it's like anytime I post something like this, it always gets viral. Anytime I post something like this, it doesn't work. What is YouTube telling you? Do more of this, period. So with time, as you begin to gain momentum, you can, you know, fine tune your strategy, double down here, reduce this one. So it's a very long journey, and I think
Mm.
it can be very interesting. But she has not asked me to give advice, but let me just give it in advance in case she doesn't ask.
Okay.
Give yourself room to do a lot of experiments. Okay, even you don't know what. So there's Vanessa. You know Vanessa Lau. Temi. She
Yes.
didn't start out to be an Instagram expert. She came to YouTube teaching how to fire your boss, how to settle in when you how to fire your boss, how to settle in when you resign and all of that. And then one day she did an Instagram video and it went viral. And she was like, it's looking like I'm raining for Instagram. Let me do another Instagram video,
Mm.
And one thing led to the other. And she started going viral. Anytime she posted Instagram content, how to do this on Instagram, how to do that on Instagram, she kept getting more engagement. And little by little, she stopped doing those other extra content. Today, she has an Instagram course. The most expensive Instagram course I've seen in my life. I'm like, what? $1,000? Are you joking? For
Mm.
coaches. But
Mm.
she got that from YouTube, educating her that, look, madam, this is what is working on your channel. Can you double down? And she
Wow.
gave herself enough sense to double down on Instagram content. And so she became the Instagram authority. There's hardly anything in Instagram you type that you won't see Vanessa in one corner of YouTube. And so
Mm.
today, you can't mention Instagram and not have Vanessa in the panel or something anywhere in the world.
Mm.
She got all that clarity from listening to her YouTube channel, observing how she's performing, and fine tuning with time. So give
Mm.
yourself time to experiment. If you want to do your boyfriend propose, put that one there. If it works, maybe your destiny is to do family life content. I'm just saying,
Oh,
but of course,
stop it.
that's a joke.
Get you. I get you. Okay, so I have one final question for you. I will call it an evening. It's been
All
such
right.
an enlightening moment for me personally. Like I've really, really enjoyed all we've been talking about, the whole
Yeah.
conversation. So I want to
Thank
ask you
you.
if one wants to start now and they need your help, what do what should they do? Is there somewhere they can catch you? Is there a course they can enroll in? Is there, do you run sessions? What is the best way to contact you in order to work with you?
Okay, so at the moment I have up to 5 or 6 different ways you can work with me. The ones that look like I'm teaching are just 3. I have so usually I like to get really hands-on with people that come into my space, like let them have it. So again, one unique challenge I've faced, sorry, I'm going to answer that question. One unique challenge I've faced, particularly with my YouTube niche, is people are not even aware it takes so much. Like, just teach me how to open the channel now, press what to press, teach me for 5K. So, and
Mm.
when I start, they're like, what did you, I can't speak it in English. Like, are we still talking YouTube here? So
Mm,
I realized that I need to do a lot of awareness. I need to like expose people gently to
mm,
the journey because they're usually not ready for it. So
mm,
I like to do this workshop. For now, it's quarterly. I'm intending to run another workshop in April. It's called Launch Your YouTube Channel Workshop. There we work on the foundation, the pillars that hold your channel. Like we get really hands-on. I will show you stuff, open YouTube, open softwares. I will give you tasks, assignments. You're going to do them, submit. I will analyze. So that's just like a 3-day workshop. We work on those things in the 3 days, and then I share with you how you can go further with me. Like if you're not really some people, the workshop is just an eye opener for them to know that YouTube is not for them.
mm.
That's what the workshop does. Like at the end of the workshop, they are convinced
That,
YouTube is not in their destiny, which is fine. So either way, it will give you the momentum to like jump into the real thing, or you know what, now I know it's not for me, right? So
okay.
after the workshop, then we talk about the mastery program. The mastery program is a 10-week intensive program. You saw what I talked about in the mastery phase. It's
Yeah.
it is intensive. I'm not joking. Yeah. And that 10 weeks is me being trying not to stretch you too much. If I wanted to like take my time, it's probably going to run into 6 months
Wow.
course. Yeah,
Wow.
but we do 10 weeks intensive once a week, 90 minutes. There'll be a lot of tasks and all that. So I would say ideally that's where everybody should start. But if you just want to have a feel of let me just open the curtain and see, then you probably want to do the workshop with me. I'm going to be holding a workshop in April, middle of April, worst case last week in April, and another set of the mastery program will start in May, first week in May. The mastery program is a group coaching course for now, right?
Mm,
And then same with the dominations course. After the mastery, then I know who is raising hands to go further. Like talk where I want to go all the way. We take it a
okay.
level higher. Then,
Fantastic.
if I'm not teaching, I have
Mm,
people I consult for. I have clients I manage their channels. Like I upload. No, you upload, but that's all you do. I do everything in your channel: thumbnail, title, description, type, look for your SEO, do your keyword research, everything. Yeah. And then we do brainstorming sessions once a month, review plan going forward and all that. That's a monthly service, is a monthly subscription. And for those that have teams, you have a PA, editor, and all that. I also do consulting for your team. I manage your team. I'm the one telling your editor you are late. I'm the one telling your social media manager you've not promoted the YouTube video. So that's a higher level again of working with. So for some people that don't want to do the dirty job, they just want
mm,
to shoot and go, I can
mm.
consult as well, right? I think
Fantastic.
that's all for now.
Okay. So I think one fantastic way to reach you would be one on Instagram. So what's your Instagram handle so I can just drop it now? And
My
then
ins
two, your consultation link. Where can we book a call with you? I think that's the most important part.
I'm gonna get that. My Instagram handle is basically Tope Aghomatse.
Mm,
Let me grab the
and
link you asked for.
Instagram. So at
Tope,
Tope Aghomatse.
one word, no underscore, no space, no anything.
Aghomatse.
Um,
Yeah.
so for if you want to hold a call with me, we can like weigh your options on the call. I'm gonna drop the link now
Okay.
for
Fantastic.
Coach Temi to paste for you guys.
So I said,
So it's a short form. Just feel quickly to give me some information of like where you're coming from. It also helps with my research, how to create better products for people that are coming to me for to work with them, and then you know sometimes just to reward people for just voluntarily filling the form, I do a 3-way call. But all the time, I check based on what you put in the form. I call you up. It could be a phone call, could be a Zoom call. And for those that know my programs already, they don't even let me talk. They're just like, I'm ready. Which one should I take? But whatever the case, grab the link and fill the form. I will personally reach out to you. And if I'm slow, please send me a DM on Instagram at Tope Aghomatse, and I will be sure to reach out back.
okay, so how much? Yeah, so then um okay, so I'm putting the link there now. then a consultation. So it's a free consultation. Am I right?
Yes, 30 minutes free. But
Wow,
you
that's
have to you have to be qualified in a certain way. I'll look at what you fill into the form. Like
okay.
some people will fill the form and say they're not ready to start a YouTube channel. They just want to just learn it. I won't call you. I won't waste my time. So I've had enough of it. Just teach me. Just tell me how it is. I'll think about whether I want to. No, those
Okay,
based on your
fantastic.
level of
So
readiness. Yeah.
now, guys, any questions for Tope? I see that people are saying hello, everyone. I see the thanks so much. The presentation was awesome. I
Thank you.
see Tony Ashodunke, Onadiron, Tope Amadi, and a few people on. So thank you all, guys, for being here today. I really appreciate you. Please reach out to Tope. She comes unreservedly what's the English now? Unreservedly recommended. Yes. So
Thank
she
you.
comes highly recommended. Please work with her if you have needs to launch your YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Tope. It's been such an amazing time being on this call with you. I deeply, deeply love it that we've been able to do this. It's my honor to bring on my coach to the highly paid coach series. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
so
you.
much for the opportunity. I am super grateful. Thank you, everyone, for coming in to hang out with us. I appreciate you all. Looking forward to hearing from you. If you want to start, let's
Yes.
roll, right? Thank
Yes.
you,
Yes.
coach. You know I love you. You know I
I
love you.
know,
You
I
know.
know. So yes, one last thing. So I know
All
that
right.
you are a BYB alumni. That was how we connected
Yeah.
at the deeper level. So I want to ask you just in few sentences, how was BYB for you, and what would you say to someone who is thinking of BYB?
Honestly, BYB, BYB, the experience with BYB, I'll just say, I literally just got kickstarted by signing up for BYB. I had so many ideas. I had wishes, ambitions and all that. But I knew I had a huge gap when it had to do with getting down to what I needed to do really, like implementation. Exactly step one. What should I do? Call a client, do an ad, like, build a website, I had things doing, I had things I was doing, but in the wrong order. There were things I was doing that I should do later. I was doing them first. I was just a pack, a bundle of confusion. And then looking at Coach Temi from afar, I said, the way this lady is going, I have to tag along. I cannot come and carry last. So, and then anyways, back to the real question. BYB has been so transformational. In fact, I had to get to a point in the program. I'm confessing, I had to like pause. Like my head was about to explode. I talk about go and implement this quarter first. Like
At talent.
it's so packed. I would say it's like a one-stop shop if you're a coach and you want to get started online. Your visibility, your business, your sales, your webinars, your I don't know, like it's a big bouquet. It's a complete package, and the good part is it's very transformational. If there was something I learned from Coach Temi is how intense she is with implementation. I bought courses that there was no single follow up, and not because of anything, because there was no follow up. I just didn't finish the courses. Like, just didn't happen. There was no coach to chase me or hound me. But because I knew that I needed to jump on a call with Coach Temi every week, I would always be having palpitations like, hey,
What will
let
I
me go and finish.
say?
What will I say? And Coach Temi she says she's adorably strict. I agree. When she lands on you, and all this is for you to achieve what you have to achieve. She has the results. She doesn't need you to implement for her to she's doing it for you. And all that kind of like helped me because I'm a huge procrastinator. Like, oh my God, a massive one. But with her level of involvement, implementation, and all that, I actually saw myself moving, which is very unlike me. So I would say if you just want to get your bum bum off that your comfort zone, Just sign
Mm.
up for BYB, and then the hypertension and everything just propel you to success. You don't have a choice. Do it now. Stop contemplating. Yes, it's pricey, but it's pricey for a good reason, okay? Because it delivers, right? So stop
Yeah.
overthinking it. I'm telling you for free, it will change your life. It change your pocket. Okay?
Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you. Thank
All
you.
right, everyone. Thank you. We have to go. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah, mwah.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. So we've had the honor of having Tope Aghomatse, who is a YouTube expert. She's amazing at what she does. She can work with you to coach you, to train you via a workshop, a coaching program, and of course, all the way to consulting for your team if you want that to be if that's your choice, okay? To reach out to her, reach out on Instagram at Tope Aghomatse, or you can also fill the form. So we'll have the links below for you to book a session with her. So you can both decide on what steps you should take with your
So,
YouTube career, okay? Thank you for being here today. I'm really, really honored to have every one of us here for the past 1 hour. Wow. All right now. So have a good